All right, hi everyone. Today I'm going to be presenting on the business level strategy at Starbucks. So we'll just start out with a brief company history. So Starbucks was founded in 1971 in Seattle, Washington's Pike Place Market by Jerry Baldwin, Zev Siegel, and Gordon Bowker. Initially, this individual store offered high quality coffee, tea, spices, and brewing equipment, mainly targeting high end coffee aficionados. And then in 1987, the company would be acquired by Howard Schultz. So in 1983, Howard Schultz took a trip to Milan, Italy. He really enjoyed the experience he had at the Italian coffee houses. And when he came back to America, he sought to bring that same experience to America and Starbucks. So from there, under Howard Schultz, Starbucks would transition into a chain of coffee houses instead of the individual store. It would go public in 1992, further fueling the global expansion. And then as of today, Starbucks operates in over 80 countries with more than 36,000 stores, which makes Starbucks the largest coffee house chain in the world. As far as the leadership structure at Starbucks, they employ a functional structure. So they have their business segmented into different divisions. Each division will report into an executive vice president who then reports into the CEO. So it is very hierarchical. It really fits their business level strategy because it promotes innovation, allows for cross-functional projects, and allows them to have control over a very large and complex business. The organization is also segmented by geographic region. So they have 4 regions: the Americas, China, and Asia Pacific, Europe, and then the Middle East and Asia. So the products and services Starbucks offered. So at the brick and mortar stores, they offer high quality coffee, teas, refreshers, blended drinks, and an assortment of food items. Outside of the brick and mortar stores, they have packaged coffee, tea, and ready to drink beverages that they sell in retail settings, such as grocery stores or gas stations. And then they have a separate segment called Starbucks Reserve. These are high-end stores in large cities around the world. They offer a much more upscale experience with rare coffee blends, and they're really targeting the coffee aficionados with Starbucks Reserve. As far as their competitors, I've kind of split this up into the 2 different segments. So in the coffee house segment, which includes their brick and mortar stores, they're competing with Dunkin' Donuts, McDonald's, and Tim Hortons. They do compete with Dunkin' Donuts and McDonald's in markets around the world. So I would say that those are their 2 closest competitors in that segment. And then in the retail beverage segment, they're competing with companies like Nestle, Keurig, Dr. Pepper, Kraft Heinz, and J.M. Smucker Company. Diving into their business level strategy, based on Porter's model, Starbucks definitely employs a differentiation strategy. So the goal of their strategy is to provide goods and services that customers perceive as being different in ways that they find valuable and that they're willing to pay a premium price for. So Starbucks is definitely not competing on a low cost basis. They're really focused on providing products and services with differentiating features that customers find valuable and that they're willing to pay for. They also target a broad market. So like I said, Starbucks is a global company. They're targeting a very large market around the world that includes urban professionals, millennial students, and coffee aficionados. And then as far as how they implement this differentiation strategy, they're really focused on providing high quality coffee and constantly innovating. So they're always coming out with new and seasonal drinks, such as the pumpkin spice latte, that draw customers in and establish that brand loyalty. They're focused on providing a premium in-store experience. So they specifically curate their brick and mortar locations to be welcoming. They really emphasize customer service. They want the coffee house experience to feel like a third home when you walk into a Starbucks. They also engage in emotional branding. So a lot of their advertisements will emphasize these differentiating features that they know that their target market finds attractive. So they might emphasize, pumpkin spice latte, or the ethical sourcing of their coffee because they know that that's important to their target market. They also have the most extensive online platform and reward system in the coffee house segment. So their Starbucks app allows for online ordering, payment processing, and then people can also accrue rewards points that they can use towards their purchases. So this really helps them establish that brand loyalty and really increases customer convenience. And then, as I mentioned, they are committed to ethical sourcing and sustainability. They know that their target market finds these aspects of the business very important and that they're willing to pay more for a product that they know was sourced and produced ethically. So as far as the success of this differentiation strategy, I would definitely say Starbucks has been successful with this strategy. They reported total revenues of 36.17 billion with a net income of 3.76 billion in 2024. Their gross margin was 26%, which is slightly down from 2023. But I think this really emphasizes the investment that they're making into their business to constantly innovate and provide those differentiating features. So they are spending a lot of money internally to create those differentiating features because they know they can charge a premium price for those products. And then Starbucks does hold the dominant market position in the US ready-to-drink coffee market. Their market share is 41%, which really speaks to the success of this differentiating strategy. So in conclusion, Starbucks employs a broad differentiation business level strategy. They target a global market and focus on providing those differentiating features that they know customers will pay the premium price for. And the strategy has been extremely successful, allowing them to produce consistent, solid financial results over the years and establish, and maintain a dominant market position. So with the continued investment in the business that Starbucks plans over the next couple of years, I expect them to continue to produce those differentiating features, establish that brand loyalty, and have success moving forward. Thank you.